Hey everyone, so what's happening with Shiba Inu? Let's take a look. Right now, Shiba Inu, this 20 past 24 hours is up 11%, which is a big number. More than any other crypto coin, by the way. Be sure to smash that like button. I'll keep you guys updated. Look at this pump. It just looks beautiful. Looks beautiful, doesn't it? Just like that, what we have been doing the entire week, it has been reversed. Bam. Going up. Why exactly is that? Because we right now are seeing the whole market taking a change. What's happening with Bitcoin? Let's take a look here. Did the Bitcoin pump like this? No. So be sure to smash that like button. All through Bitcoin is seeing some recovery. Does this mean we're going to be seeing $24,000? Well, one thing is for sure, right now, a lot of people aren't sure what's going to happen next. Euro dollar driven more than energy by Fed. And the dollar has really not appreciated in value, but the euro has really fallen. And this has affected the whole crypto market because people have started selling their Ethereum, for example, in dollars because of the inflation. Because if the dollar is worth more than any other cryptocurrency, you really have more leveraging power when buying your food, when buying a house, right? Just think of how much it is being inflated. But let's take a look at this video.
As we lead up to this speech from Jay Powell, it's come off a little bit. Is this how much should we read into the price action today around the greenback?
It still trades risk sentiment in a pretty big way on a day-to-day basis. So, you know, there was a story on Bloomberg yesterday, day before yesterday maybe, but someone saying that the long dollar trade is the easiest trade in the market. And my hair stands on end, what's left of it, when I hear people saying that. Nothing is supposed to be easy in foreign exchange. So it's quite crowded. A rally in equity markets, a bit of a boost from the Chinese and a bit of a sell-off from the dollar. Bigger.
So this is what we're seeing right now. Like the dollar, which was really weak before, is now getting stronger and stronger. This is when the crypto crash happened. Look at this. 2022 January. Look at this. Bloomberg US dollar. Like, look at this. It's just growing. So is the dollar stronger now? And does this mean Shiba Inu is going to reach $1 faster? I mean, I think a lot of whales are also selling their dollar. I mean, all their positions in dollars, because it's just simpler for them to do so, right? The euro is more weak, and this is what is affecting the market prices. Like, people want to keep their dollars from cryptocurrencies, and they decide to sell their Shiba Inu. These, I'm talking about big whales who have big amounts, and I'm just guessing this, but they probably have millions and millions. And instead, if you have euros, for example, like, people are actually selling out, like holding their euros, because they're not doing good right now. Like, they really dropped overall, and the prices have increased. You probably heard this on the news, but the euro to United States dollar is just not doing that well. It's 15% down since October.
Thing that's happened since the euro was started in terms of terms of trade. So that's not to say that terms of trade will always matter. It's just that this is enormous and much bigger than any shift in, you know, is Fed funds peak going to be 3.5 or 4? Is it going to be in May next year or be pushed out? Are they going to, so, you know, those are...
So what they're saying is it's not about inflation. It's actually about what happens to the dollar and euro
when this ends. So if I was completely convinced, if someone can convince me, you know, that we're going to get our gas supplies to a good enough level, and we're going to find alternative sources, and the gas price that we're going to pay as consumers is going to be, you know, lower by Christmas, and then next year this will all be gradually a bad memory that we can forget, then I would be thinking, all right, how soon can I start buying the euro and the pound on that prospect?
Still a long way from that.
We're light years away from that day. We just don't know. What it feels like today is...
So we don't know yet where we are in the market and what's going to happen to the market next, but hopefully it will recover in the future.
You know, this is going to get stuck here. This war's going to drag on. Nothing much is going to change. We're still going to be scrapping around. The price of spot gas is going to stay very high, you know, for the rest of this year. And then what? So... you know, and we sit and discuss, you know, how deep the recession will be and so on, which is kind of slightly marginal, but we have very little clarity.
You've been very straightforward in your views on the pound the last time we spoke, and our MLive team pointing out today that even versus the yen, one of the most unloved currencies this year, the pound is faring badly, despite what we've seen in terms of the run up in yields. Is this a potential currency crisis with sterling?
No, it's just a potentially, well, it could become one. You know, balance of payments in terms of trade don't tend to lead to crises per se, but what we are today, and hopefully this will end quite soon, we're in a massive political vacuum at a time of huge economic uncertainty because of the way we price energy, in particular. So away from anything else that's going on, with a central bank that is facing a bigger inflation problem and a worse...
So the inflation problem is a serious problem for Shiba Inu as well right now, and that's exactly what's happening. But it's not stopping the whales from buying. Obviously, we got a bigger spike just as this video ended. Look at this, and we got like a slightly dump over right now, just as we were watching this video, which is pretty funny actually. But what do you guys think about this? Be sure to smash that like button. Let's see where Shiba Inu is going next. Market cap still at 8 billion, which is crazy. 8 billion, that's a lot of money. But until next time, be sure to smash that like. Peace, everyone.